Good morning, everybody.
And welcome back to our first show.
So, as usual, we have the quote of the day and
Daily issues or daily subjects in life in general. And today's subject is how to work on a side project while maintaining your daily job. So you have like that, I'll say 9 to 7, but it can be more hours that you spend on your daily job, and then you go back and you work on your side project, or you spend the weekend working on your side project. Tell us about your experience and I will share mine.
the first thing that it can help is creating different slots. So let's say you have the time after between 8 and 10 o'clock at least, or 1 of the morning you put a specific slot for that side job. But
So before your daily job.
before or after, depend how you managed your time. But
How did you do it?
I did do it by after, because in the morning I learn new stuff, I start to work, and then I do the other things afterwards.
Okay.
And on the weekend, of course. But the most important thing which you need to do is try to centralize to-do lists. You try to have one place where you have your to-do list related to your work and to-do list related to your side project, because it helps you have like the 360 view of what you need to do, so you can manage both of them and you can know what you put as priority.
So should you have a to-do list for your project and a to-do list for the other project, or you should have a to-do list that has everything included?
Yeah, you should have a to-do list that include everything, but you do it in a way that you say what is this specific to my work,
Yeah.
or is it specific to another
With
one?
labels or
So you
whatever.
can
Yeah.
either filter it, but you need to have both. You need to see, for example, for today I have all of this. I will have 30% will be side project, and it will be this, and 80% will be my work, and it will be about this. But I need to have it in one place, otherwise I will lose myself.
Absolutely, absolutely. I actually lost it when I was working on, I already talked about this in a previous episode, where I worked on side projects alongside of my daily job, and one by one I found myself working on 4 side projects in the same time, and I got lost in the whole thing, and it was overwhelming and everything. But at some point, what I did to try to work efficiently on both or as many projects as you have, is to actually make a priority out of one project at a time. Spend days on that particular project, of course, aside from your daily job. And what I did is, I had a planning with slots, specific slots for each project, and for myself as well, because you shouldn't forget about you and your self-care and your mental care. So I had like breaks, and I put everything in my planning, like going to the gym, going out for like half an hour, or go for a run. So I put everything in my planning so that I can have like a view, like I said, a full view of my activities. And so prioritize your projects. Don't work on like 100 projects at the same time. Try to not forget to take breaks and rest and listen to your body and your mind. And have a planning. You have to plan your day ahead, or your week ahead, or your months ahead, actually. So
Yeah, did you manage it at the end?
Yeah, and I sort of did. When I started thinking which project is the priority, I started to cut off the other ones or put them on hold until I finished the one whose priority, and then go back to finish the other ones but it's not really easy to have a daily job and a side project. You have to be passionate about it. You have to take your time and take a deep breath in between projects. So yeah. So tell us, guys, if you have a side project, how you do. How do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel really under the water, like they say, or did you manage? And if you did, how did you do it? Comment below.
Moving on to section number 2, where we see the quote that
Inspire us and inspire you guys with us. And today's quote is, there are as many nights as days, and the one is just as long as the other in the year's course. Wow. Even a happy life cannot be without measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. Absolutely. Well said. Carl Gustav Jung. Yeah, we have to, you know, it's the way life works, it's how we function. We have to feel we have to feel lost to find ourselves again. We have to feel sad to know the happiness.
So yes, for me it's totally right. So let's take an example. Imagine that you have access to the sugar, to the whatever it is, the brand, let's say Kinder. Like you eat Kinder every day, 3 or 4 times a day. Although you like it and it's good and still have that taste,
it lost
like that pleasure. Because if you go to a person that he always see it at brand or always see it in the market and he never tasted, or he did taste it once and it stayed in his memory, the first time that he will taste it again, he will peel it up very small, like he will take his time, and the moment he will put it in his mouth, it will have a wonderful taste. And that comes by the idea that he was not using it for a while, he was part of it.
You have to miss it, right? You have to miss something in order for you to actually enjoy it. Because if you have it like 24/7, if like everything is going right in your life, which never happens to anybody on this earth, but imagine everything is going great in your life, then you will take a lot of things for granted, you know, and you will not feel that thrive, that amazing feeling of happiness. It's just actually neutral. You only feel happy when you miss happiness, when you lack happiness, when you feel sad. If you feel sad, then when you feel happy again, it has that big of a feeling, I would say. So we have to miss things in order for us to appreciate, I would say, everything.
When you are in the darkest side of it, imagine that when the thing will go well, it will have a different taste, it will have a different experience, you will see the flavor better, and this is perhaps will help you in your darkest time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Other than that, is beautiful.
Yeah, those guys, what do you think about this philosophical subject, I would say. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye.